Hey, Us Weekly, it's Mandy Moore, and I'm taking us back. Take us back to the Princess Diaries premiere with Annie Hathaway. She looks like a movie star. I'm in some really weird acid-washed, low-cut denim suit. This low-rise situation, is a trend. I know that's back with all the kids, but definitely not my cup of tea. I mean, I guess I rocked it at 16, but yeah, it's just like compared to her where she looks like a full movie star with like this Audrey Hepburn dress and like necklace, and we just look like we're going to very different events. Okay, take us back to the MTV Video Music Awards. Oh, what is this? I believe it was a suede pant, like a cream suede pant with gold piping, a really high beige patent leather boot, a white tank top with like some sort of ruffled shirt over it that's kind of falling off my shoulders a little bit. I would definitely not wear this today. This would be a hard pass. It was very early days. It was at Radio City Music Hall. I was just like, look at that smile. I was just like radiating excitement to be there. Totally. I'm like, how did I end up here? Okay, taking us back to the Candy music video. Ooh. I remember being so excited to go through like the hair, makeup, wardrobe process. Like I'd never been in glam before. I don't remember who came up with the ridiculous like spiky hairdo with the little pieces coming in the front. Again, it felt very of the moment. I do remember this product placement of the CD player with like the strap. It was called the Psych. And I was on a Sony label, and this was like a Sony Discman. So they like had this weird product placement fused into the music video, which made absolutely no sense. But I didn't know what I was doing, but I just was elated. It's like so excited to be there, so excited to fake drive a car, that I had a love interest in the music video. Like all of it was just so new to me. Okay, so take us back to the first day on This Is Us and the last day on This Is Us. I remember Milo and I shot all of our stuff for the pilot for the first episode of the show first, before anybody else. And we only shot for like 2 days, and I just remember being like loving the script so much and so hopeful that the show would move forward and we would get to do more of it. But obviously, I had no idea, like, you just read that one script, so you have no idea where the show could possibly go. So I had no idea how expansive a world it would be. That last scene between Milo and I was so emotional, so hard to not cry, so hard to not, like, recognize, like, the gravity of the moment of, like, oh, this chapter in our life is closing. I was also pregnant and nobody knew, so I was like, there was just so much going on, which made, I think, me even more emotional. Take us back to A Walk to Remember. Oh my gosh. I mean, I look at that and I'm like, that little girl had no idea what she was doing. And Sweet Shane was like such a great caretaker because, you know, he was 5, 6, 7 years older than me and was like on a TV show and had done a bunch of movies, and I had never done anything. And so I really leaned on him to like show me how to film a movie and what being on a set was like. And so he was also just such a great partner. He lives in Nashville now, and I tried to see him last time I was there, but our paths didn't cross. But like, I have such affection for him. I love him deeply, and I feel like this experience will forever cement us in each other's lives. I had read the book by Nicholas Sparks, and I loved it so much, and so I felt very connected to like the source material and the story that we were telling. And also I think because I was so young and it was my first experience like really truly making a movie. We were filming it in North Carolina, like I was away from home. It felt like that camp experience in a way where, you know, when it was done, I was so devastated, like, oh, the bubble burst, like it's over, yeah. And so I felt very like wrapped up in the experience of making the movie for sure. Okay, take us back to the day that I met my husband. We met because we had mutual friends, and I heard a song of his band's on the radio. very old school to make it full circle. And I looked them up afterwards, not what they look like, but I looked up their music and was like, oh, this is great. And I Instagrammed about it. But before you could like tag people or DMs or any of that, but somehow our mutual friend alerted him to that. And then he sent a really kind and innocuous email from his manager to my manager, and it got to me, and we just started corresponding that way. And God, this feels so long ago. It's like pre-children and pre-COVID. And then we started corresponding, and we met at a sushi restaurant a couple days later and had one of those like epic 4-hour meals where like the restaurant closed around you, and that was it. Been together ever since.